956 rupees. 800 becomes 956 rupees in 3 years at a certain rate of simple interest. If the rate of interest increased by 4%, what 800 will become in 3 years? Look at the statement. 800 rupees. Uh, what they're saying, it is becoming 956 rupees in 3 years at a particular rate of interest, but that is not given, whatever the rate interest here. So now the same 800, it will become how much in the same time period if the rate of interest is increased by 4%. Look at here, understand the difference here and here. Principal amount is same, time period also same. The only point, rate of interest is changing. That means here we are paying at a rate of, for example, r. Here we are paying at a rate of r plus 4. That means, look at, I'll write the rate of interest here for 3 years. Each year if it is r, 3 years will pay 3r%. In this case you will pay uh, 3 years, each year r plus 4. 3 years will pay 3 into r, 3r plus 3 4s are 12. Will pay 3r plus 12%. This is, so here we'll pay 3r%. Here we'll pay 3r plus 12%. But I know if you pay at a rate of 3r, we'll get 956 rupees. If you pay at a rate of 3r, we'll get 956. But here to here the difference is what? Because of that extra 4, we are getting 12 more percent extra. We are getting the 12% extra. Each year 4%. In 3 years I'll get 3 4 12%. That means if I got that extra 12, I'll get the answer. Na? What is that extra 12? The 12% we have to pay on the sum. 12% we have to pay on 800. What is the 12% on 800? Each 1% is 8. 12%, 12 eights are how much? 96. So if I add it, 956 plus 96, which is 1052. I'll repeat. So here 800 is becoming 956 in 3 years. Now the same 800 will become how much in the same 3 years if the rate of interest is increased by 4%. Simply there is a question. Look at, rate of interest only increasing and the principal amount, time period are same. If the rate of interest increasing means if you pay at a rate of r, here we'll pay at a rate of r plus 4. For the 3 years we'll get 3r. For the 3 years we'll get 3r plus 3 fours are 12. So that means here to here we are paying extra 12%. If I add that 12%, I'll get the answer. 12% we have to pay on sum. The 12% on 800 is basically 960 rupees. So 956 plus 96, which is 1052 rupees. That's the answer. Next one. Now look at the next point. The simple interest on 3200 for 2 years at a rate of x% per annum is 832 rupees. Now what would be on 4400 for 3 years at a rate of x plus 3% per annum? On 3200 for 2 years at a rate of x% per annum, I am getting an amount of 832 rupees. Now what I'll get on 4400 uh, for 3 years? Now the rate of interest is x plus 3%. Now look at the difference between the previous example, what you done there, the principal amount, time period is same, but here it is different. So in the previous case we are not calculating what is the rate of interest, but here definitely we have to calculate rate of interest here. Why? Because the principal amount, time period are changing. So 3200 in 2 years it is giving 832 rupees interest. So 2 years it is giving 832 rupees means for 1 year it will give how much? 416, na, half of that. The amount for 2 years is 832, for 1 year is 416. If I calculate that 416 on 3200, can I get the rate of interest? So 416 by 3200. So let's calculate 100 if I cancel. Uh, 32 ones are 32, then it will be 96. 32 threes are 96. So the rate of interest, it will be 13%. So at a rate of 13%, 3200 in 2 years it will give 832 rupees. Now the question is on 4400 for 3 years at a rate of x plus 3. I know x is 13, then x plus 3. 13 plus 3, it will be 16%. It will give how much interest? 3 years. 3 16s, it will give how much interest? 48% interest it will give it. 48% we have to pay on 4400. Na? So 48% we have to pay on 4400. Let's calculate what is the 48%. So 48% on this number. So 48% means, let's write it as a 50% minus 2%. That will be easy. 50% is half of the number 2200 and 2%. 1% is 44, na? 2% is 88. Look at 50% is half of that 2200 and 2% is 1% is 44. This is 28. In 2200 if I subtract 28, which will be 2112, that is the amount what I get. Clear? Which I get 2112. So totally this is the amount what you get simply. Look at on 3,200 for 2 years at a rate of X percent per annum, it gives 832 rupees interest. On 4,400 for 3 years at a rate of X plus 3% per annum, how much you get it? Look at every year I am getting 832 means per year I am getting 416 rupees. On 3,200 if I calculate, I'll get 13. So that X indirectly it is 13. So at a rate of X plus 3, that will be 16%. In 3 years, 316, it will produce 48%. 48% if you calculate on 4,400, which gives 2112 simply. Next one. Now the question is with respect to the compound interest. The compound interest for 2 years it is 11 by 25 times of the sum. Find the rate of interest. Compound interest it is 11 by 25 times of the sum. Sum I don't know na. So which I give it as 100%. It is producing 11 by 25 of the sum. Sum again we are taking as 100 I said. So 25 fours are 100. 11 fours are 44%. So it is producing 44% compound interest. That too in how many years? 2 years. In 2 years, if I am getting 44 compound interest means what is the rate of interest? Basically, for 2 years, what is the rate of interest in the compound case? R plus R square by 100. As I said, it's a continuous percentage changes. R plus R square by 100. So that is equal to 44%. What is that R? Anyway, if we solve that, definitely will take time. Let us substitute the options. So which rate of interest will give that answer? Which rate of interest will give that answer? For example, if you substitute 10 plus 10, 20, and we'll get in 20 plus something. 18 plus 18, 36 plus something, I'll get it. 16 plus 16, 32 something, I'll get it. So I'm checking approximated, not exactly. 22 plus 22, 44 plus something, it will be more than 44, it doesn't work. If I take 20, 20 plus 20, 40, 20 20 sir, 400 by 100, it will be 4. So 20 plus 20 plus 4, which gives 44. So the answer is 20. So 20 it will work like that. So if you verify the options, it will be easy. So a particular sum is giving 11 by 25 times of the sum means 11 by 2500, which is 44%. In 2 years I am getting 44% compound interest. Basically 44% compound interest 2 years means what is the formula? R plus R square by 100, huh? That is 44. So let's calculate R. So by substituting the values we will get R. Next one. A sum triples itself in 2 years. A sum triples itself in 2 years at compound interest. Then in how many years a sum becomes 81 times at compound interest? A sum triples itself in 2 years at compound interest. At compound interest. Uh, then in how many years the sum becomes 81 times compound interest? They're asking. Look at, let's understand the compound interest cycle. What will happen? The first year interest it will be added to second it will be added to third year, like that the case I said. Na? A sum triples itself in 2 years. That means if I take it 100, so it will become 300 in 2 years. But in the case of compound interest, for the next 2 years, what is the cycle? We'll take 300. Now the 300 will become again triple in the next 2 years. 300 it will become triple. 300 3 sir, it will be 900. So first year cycle amount it will be the principal for the second cycle, like that. Now the 900. If you go for the next cycle, 900 again it will become 3 times. 900 3 sir, 2700 in the next 2 years. If you go for next case, so 2700 again in the next 2 years it will become triple. 27 3 sir, it will be how much? 8100. So it will be in the next 2 years. That means what we require 81 times. 100 is becoming 8100 means it is becoming 81 times. So for that how many cycles we are taking? Cycle 1 2 years, cycle 2 again, cycle 3, cycle 4. 4 cycles. Every cycle is 2 years. 4 2 sir will take 8 years. Look at, a sum is becoming triple in every 2 years. Yeah, that means 100 will become 300 in the first 2 years. But if you go for the next 2 years, the sum will be 300. 300 will become 900. For the next 2 years, 900 will become 2700. For the next 2 years, 27 will become 81. Like that. If you go for one more cycle, for example, if you require 81 will become 81 3 are 243. Like that. Let's check the case here. The compound interest end on a certain amount for the second year and third year is compound interest for second year is 1600. Compound interest for the third year is 1920. What is the rate of interest? Look at the point. So basically in the case of compounding cycles, what I said, first year it will be added to second year it will be added to third year it will be added to fourth year, like that it will happen in the case of compounding cycles. That means the second year interest only it will be added to third year, na? Second year interest only it will be added to third year. 1600 is becoming 1920 means how much is added? 320. So on what basis this 320 will be added? First of all, 1600 is becoming 1920 means 320 basically it will be the interest on the previous case. 320 is the interest on the previous case. That means 320 is actual interest on 1600. If I calculate 320 is how much of 1600, can I get the rate of interest? So calculate 320 will be how much of 1600? 320 by 1600 into 100. 100 will cancel. 16 2s are 32. So exactly 20% what I get. Exactly 20% what I get it. Clear. The next cycle. So let's check the next example. What you get here is nothing but what is the difference between compound interest on 14,358 at a rate of 20% per annum when compounded annually and semi-annually. Understand this point. Actually, on 14,358 rupees, this is sum. The 20% when you done annually and semi-annually, what is the difference? Annual in the sense per 1 year do you do it? So 1 year in the sense for 1 year directly I'll get 20%. This is annual case. So no doubt in that. Let us understand this semi-annually cases. What is that? Semi-annual means we'll break into 6 months into 6 months, 2 cycles. That means actually per year it is 20%. Half year means we'll do it 2 times, not 10% and 10%. But we'll do it rate of interest 2 continuous percentage changes means a plus b plus ab by 100. That is r plus r square by 100. 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 by 100. So 20 and 100 by 100 is 121. That means if you do semi-annually, I'll get 21%. That is for every 6 months. If you do semi-annually, I'll get 21%. Same thing if you do annually, I'll get 20%. Look at, I'm doing annually, I'm getting 20%. When I'm doing semi-annually, I'm getting 21%. That is for every 6 months. 10% if you do it 2 times. Actually, they're asking difference between these two. Annually, I'm getting 20. Semi-annually, I'm getting 21. So the difference is 1%. So the 1% we have to take it on 14,358. On 14,358, 1% means 143.58. So simply, if we do annually, I'll get 20%. Same thing if you semi-annually, if I do it, I'll get 21%. So simply difference between the two cases is 1% here. So 1% you have to take it on the sum. So 1% on that is 143.58. Next one. Look at this case. What they're saying. Find the amount paid by the Sam after 2 months to his bank if 12,000 payments is due to his credit card and the bank charges 12%. If the interest to the customers is compounded monthly. So compounded monthly ante basically rate of interest is what? 12%. That means per every month we'll pay how much? 1%. Why? Because this is for 1 year. So for every month we'll pay how much? 1%. For every month if it is compounded in the 2 months how much you pay they're asking. So clear. So how you pay basically in the 2 months? Look at here, every will pay at a rate of 1%. Let's take 12 lakhs first. So this is a 12 lakhs. So first month we'll pay 1% on that na. So 1% on that amount. So 1% on this one is what? I have to remove two zeros na. If I remove the two zeros in that, what I get? So 12,000 in the 12 lakhs. If I remove that 1%, I'll get 12,000. So then what I get here exactly? 12 lakhs, 12,000. What I get exactly, na? So for the 12 lakhs, the 1% is 12,000. Next time again we'll do one more percent on that second case. If you go for the second month, now again on this one 1%. What is the 1% on this case if I take it? So what I get here? In this if I remove the two zeros, that is nothing but what I get? 12,120 na. So 12,120 what I get here. If I take 1% on this one, I have to remove the last two zeros. 12,120 what I get. So last twos are 120. 12 plus 12 24. 12 here. So 12 lakh 24,120 what I get exactly. 12 lakh 24,120 what exactly. First year I'll get 12,000 again on 1% on the second month. If you go for, they said 2 months we have to make it, so compounded monthly. So 1% on the first month will get 12 lakh 12,000. Again 1% on that is 12,120. I'll get 12 lakhs 24,120. That is if you compounded monthly, that means we'll pay 1% on every month. So we'll get that is the amount. Clear. Next one. A person got 64 rupees more when he invested a certain sum at compound interest instead of simple interest for 2 years at a rate of 8% per annum. So he got 64 rupees more in the case of compound interest than the simple interest at a rate of 8% per annum. That means what they're saying. So when you compare to the simple interest in the compound interest, I'm getting 64 rupees extra. That means indirectly they're saying the difference between simple interest and compound interest is how much? 64 rupees. But for the differences, I said a formula. What is the formula? D is equal to PR square by 100 square, where is the D is the difference amount, P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest. Here they said difference is 64, R is 8%. They're asking what is the P. So if I substitute all, can I get the value? D they said it's a 64, and P I have to calculate. R it's said it's a 8% by 100 square. That means 8 square is 64. Now if I cancel on both the sides, P is nothing but 100 square. 100 square in the sense which I can get it as a 10,000 exactly. Look at, I'll repeat that point. They're saying indirectly, I got 64 rupees extra. I got 64 rupees extra in the case of compound interest when you compare to the simple interest. When you compare to the simple interest, that means indirectly they're saying the difference between simple interest and compound interest is 64 rupees. Basically, what is the formula? D is equal to PR square by 100 square. Na? If I substitute that formula, they said D is equal to 64 rupees. So D I got 64 rupees, and P we have to calculate. R they said 8%. If I solve that, I'll get the answer here. Clear? Next one. What is the difference between simple interest and compound interest on 7,300 at a rate of 6% per annum for 2 years? Same thing. On 7,200 for 2 years, what I get? So directly the same formula, na? D is equal to PR square by 100. They given P here, R here, and they're asking difference. P is nothing but how much? 7,300. R is nothing but 6 square. I'll write directly 36 by 100 square. It is formula. So 100 I'm writing. 100 square means 100 into 100. If I cancel 100, now 73 into 36 by 100. Calculate 73 into 36. Let's multiply that cases. Let's go for 2 by 2 multiplication. 3 sixes are 18. 42 plus 9, 51. 51 plus 2, 52. And 7 threes are 21 plus 5, 26. Which I got 2628. So 2628 by 100. So which I get 26.28 exactly. Which I'll get 26.28 exactly. So direct formula substitutions here. D is equal to PR square by 100 square. If I solve that, I'll get 26.28 exactly. So whatever the value I'll get here. Clear? So formula D is equal to PR square by 100 square. So that is a direct formula.